How's it going, guys? It's Tactics HD here, and I'm bringing you guys something that a lot of you have been waiting for. You've been asking me about on the old channel, you've been asking me about on this channel. And this is the new NHL 12 Building a Dynasty series. And due to popular demand, I'll be doing this series with the Winnipeg Jets. And right here, I am just quickly going through all the settings, trying to make it as hard as possible. Salary caps on. I made it a 10-year GM length. So hopefully by the end of 10 years I've won the cup at least a couple times. And yeah, so right here I'm just kind of going over. As you can see, they got the new Jets logo, which is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, they don't have the jerseys yet to wear. You can wear like the old Jets jerseys or an NHL jersey, but I'm still really glad they have the Jets in there with the logo and everything. And it's pretty awesome. That's pretty much all there is to say. A lot of this video, guys, I have at like 200 times speed, or not 200 times, it would be like double times, just to make it faster. And right here I'm making my first trade, and I'm trading for Logan Couture, and I'm trading Nick Antropov and a first round pick. Some of you might not think that's a great deal, but Antropov and Couture have the same overall, and Couture is 22, so he has a lot more years left, and he's getting paid $750,000 for the next 3 years. So I mean, it's perfect. He's a great player. Really cheap for the next 3 years. Also, I signed Robert Nielsen. And right here, I fast forward to the All-Star game. As you can see, the red All-Stars are all 100, and the blue All-Stars are 100, 197, I think that says. So I was just checking to see which of my players made the All-Star game, and I noticed that it was Dustin Byfuglien who made the All-Star game. Because in the, or actually, did he make the All-Star game, or were these the All-Stars? No, these weren't the All-Stars, because I don't think Kyle Turris was there. So yeah, he made the All-Star game. I confused myself for a second there. And also, I was 34, 28, and 3 at this point. And, or sorry, this is at the trade deadline. I was 34, 28, and 3. So the first trade I get is from Washington. Now from Johansson, a few shitty guys for Slater, and a second round pick. I had Slater on the trading block. And I really didn't want any of those guys, but also didn't want to give my second pick. So what I ended up doing after getting rid of all those guys is I decided I'd counter back with Slater and my third round pick. And this is in 2013, so the next draft. For Johansson, and they said yes, so I was pretty happy with that. Also, I was trading Phoenix here, and I offered them Ron Hansey, who has a $5 million contract for the next 2 years, and he's only an 82 overall defenseman. And I offered it for I don't even know how to say this name. Corsi. He's a 80 overall 2-way left wing, and I needed him to play the third line, so it was a pretty good deal. Saved a lot of cap space, and I still have really good defensemen, so it was a win-win for me. Also, during the season, I noticed I was getting a lot of injuries, and I forgot to upgrade my staff. So I upgraded my assistant coach by 2, I believe. Yep, and I upgraded my pro scout by 1 and my medical staff by 1 to make it 2. Assistant coach and medical staff are kind of the most important. Medical makes sure you have less injuries, and assistant coach makes people gain their potential faster. Right here came kind of the playoffs, and I actually made the playoffs as the 8th seeded team. I played the Washington Capitals. At first I got the win, so I was feeling pretty good, but then after I got the first win, I ended up losing 4 in a row to the Capitals. So, the owner was actually mad at me. He wanted 44 wins, and I made it to the playoffs and lost, and he was mad, even though in real life, if the Jets made the playoffs, they would be so ecstatic. And then, my AHL team was still in it. They had a really good year, 47, 23, and 6, and they too got knocked out in the first round, which is unfortunate. I just want to say, guys, I forgot to, record the team standings and the player points, so sorry about that. And then right here we have the retirements. A lot of people retired. My backup goalie, Chris Mason, retired. Vaclav Prospal, lots of guys, Bertuzzi, Alfredson, Cora, Jason Blake, Ryan Smith. I mean, there's tons of guys here. I don't know why they made them all retire, but all of them retired this 1 year. So, whatever. And then right here's the draft, and I had the 16th pick in the draft. So I was just kind of looking around, and I couldn't really see anyone I liked, so I decided to go look for some OHL players, so I'm a Windsor fan. And I seen Neil Yakupov, who in real life he'll probably get drafted first or second overall. And I picked him in my 2011 draft, and he ended up being shit. So I was hoping in this NHL 12 they made him better. I'm gonna let you know right now, he's the same. He's like C, B minus C potential, but I took a chance. And so after that, I drafted like 5 or 6 late round picks. It wasn't a big deal. And then it was a re-sign phase, so I was re-signing all my really good players. I always sign my good players first, see how much cap space I have left, then sign the shit guys. So I re-signed everybody pretty much for what they wanted. I re-signed Kane, Gassian was 3.5 million for anyone wondering. He was actually really cheap. I don't know what he's gonna get in real life. He's actually still unsigned. He's a restricted free agent though, so they have a little bit left. I signed Kane. I actually got Kane on my ultimate team. I was pretty ecstatic, and he actually goes for 10k. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm not gonna sell him though. I'm gonna keep him because he's a really good player. I kind of want to build a Jets line. Right here I'm re-signing Pavelik, and then I ended up signing my rookie goalie, and let go of the other guy because he was actually worse than the rookie goalie I got. But you'll see that in like 10 seconds. So as you can see, everyone signed here. Um, my team is actually pretty good. I don't know if you remember, but when I played what was it? The playoff games. I think my team had like really bad overall ratings, and it was because like I said, my team was so injured. I had Kane injured, Couture injured. I think Bogassian was injured, and Pavelik was injured, and maybe somebody else. I know that Patrice Cormier was playing defense, like it was pretty bad. So I mean, if my team was healthy the whole year, who knows how good they could have done. And as you guys can see, I picked up Alex Auld to be my backup goalie, as well as Nicholas Kronwall to add to my defense. And I just went through my team really quick. I hope you were looking to see all my new lines. This is my HL team, and that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you stay tuned for the next video. Bye. Follow me on Twitter. You'll be the first one to know when I'm holding an open lobby or tournament, and it's an easy way to talk to me.